Think you've got the classic Hollywood charm? Let's see if you can keep up with the golden age, darling, where every line had sparkle, wit, and not a single lazy sound in sight. Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm an accent coach at Language Academia. I specialize in classic and contemporary American English. And today, we're breaking down 5 steps to a 1940s American film accent, the signature accent of the silver screen.
Hello.
Bonjour.
안녕하세요.
Hola.
Hi. Namaste.
We are
Language Academia.
Please remember that accents for film and TV are often generalized and simplified. I want to take a moment here to highlight the difference between breaking down the modern accents and the film accents of the 20s and the 40s. We have covered New York, French, Irish, and British, but all of them were intended for modern film application. But exploring older accents relies on the era that the films were made in, as well as the technology that was available at the time. In the 1940s, on-screen speech sounded noticeably sharper than everyday conversation, and that was by design. Actors trained in the studio system were expected to speak with stage diction, so actors learned to enunciate every consonant to stay audible on film. Now, this doesn't mean that modern mics pick up sound in a way that actors don't need training or an understanding of how mics work. There is still a noticeable difference between real-world speech and film speech, but that gap has become much smaller. Step 1. Polished consonants. In 1940s American cinema, crisp consonants weren't a stylistic choice. They were a technical necessity. Because early microphones couldn't capture soft or mumbled speech, actors had to clearly articulate every single consonant. You'll notice words like and, bought, did, want are always pronounced completely. No dropped endings, no blending. For example, respect, respect. Project, project. Water, water. Walking, walking. Example sentence. The director would ask for clear endings so the dialogue would cut through the music. The director asked for clear endings so the dialogue would cut through the music. Step 2. Refined R's. By the 1940s, Hollywood speech had begun shifting from the earlier, non-rhotic mid-Atlantic style of the 1920s and 30s. This was a middle ground between British received pronunciation and general American. The R was present, you could hear it, but it wasn't as harsh as it may be now. For example, return, return. Remember, remember. World, world. Car, car. Example sentence. Return the favor, darling, you always do. Return the favor, darling, you always do. Step 3. Tall, open vowels. Before naturalism took over in the 1950s, speech on screen still aimed to sound refined, projected, and resonant, closer to theater than street conversation. Actors were trained to keep vowels tall and open. Instead of dropping the jaw and flattening the sounds, as in modern American, they elongated and lifted the vowels to give the voice space and clarity. For example, man, man. Not, not. Glass, glass. Thought, thought. Again, again. Example sentences. Promise me one thing, you'll come back before the dawn. He often said life was a drama and he played his part well. Step 4. Rhythm and delivery. Have you ever watched a 1940s film and thought, why do they talk so fast? You're hearing one of the defining traits of the era. Scripts were filled with witty banter, so directors encouraged a snappy tempo to keep the energy on screen. The faster rhythm wasn't just acting style, it matched how film reels were edited, and how radio dramas trained performers to speak, clearly, continuously, and without dead air. Example sentences. Listen, darling, if you think I'm waiting for a miracle, you don't know me at all. For heaven's sake, stop worrying and hand me the letter. Step 5. Forward resonance and clear projection. Before modern boom microphones and studio mixing, actors had to make their voices cut through music and limited sound equipment while still sounding effortless. The solution was forward resonance, and it still is to an extent. Placing the sound in what voice coaches of the era called the mask, meaning the space behind the nose, cheekbones, and upper teeth. This forward placement allowed the voice to travel clearly across the room or the set, very much inspired by stage training. In training, actors learned to send the sound forward. You would still be taught these techniques in classical training institutions, but not so much in studio training. Example sentences. Listen, darling, the city doesn't wait for anyone. You keep up or you fall behind. Tomorrow's another chance, and I intend to take it. Every moment counts, so say what you mean and mean it. Final examples. The truth carries better when you say it from the heart and the front of the face. You can't whisper your way in life, not in this town. If you want them to believe you, make sure they can hear you first. Clarity was her secret weapon, and she used it perfectly. Thank you for tuning in, darling. Tell me in the comments which accent you'd like me to visit next. And as they used to say in the pictures, until next time, keep it sharp.